Welcome to leg day. I like to start my workouts out with a 5-minute warm up on the treadmill or elliptical. Here we're doing hamstrings, and I noticed that my knees are buckling in a little bit, indicating a hamstring weakness. I place my hands on both sides of my legs, pushing them out towards my hands, activating those hamstrings as well as our hip flexors. I like to start out with 2 sets of 10. Taking a break, then we head on into some negative hamstrings. Bringing it down, holding for 5 seconds, and slowly bringing our legs up. I also like to end with some high knees for about 30 seconds as we move on to our quads, flexing those feet. Bringing the legs up, a nice light to medium weight, 2 sets of 15. Concentrating on that squeeze at the top. Taking a break into some active stretching with some butt kicks. Set your timer, 30 seconds. Back to the quad machine. Here we're also working on the negative. Coming to the top, squeezing for 5 seconds, and slowly letting it down. Performing 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Really concentrating on that squeeze at the top. Moving on to my favorite place in the gym, the squat rack. Here I am warming up with the bar, concentrating on really hitting below 90, keeping my knees back behind my toes. And warming up the rest of my body. I like to do 1 set of about 10 reps here. Moving on to the weights. Slow and steady. I always start with a 10-pound weight for about 1 set of 10 to 15 reps. Again, concentrating on sinking low, below 90, activating those glutes. You don't have to be in a hurry to move on to the big weights. Slow and steady wins the race. On to quarters we go. Make sure your feet are parallel to each other as you slide under the bar, pushing through the heels all the way up your legs, bringing the bar off the squat rack. Of course, deciding to film on one of the busiest days at the gym. Please excuse the man's legs in my way. Concentrating on that glute squeeze at the top while keeping my spine nice and straight. Now on to the gains. Back to my warm-up weight for pre-pregnancy. I'm only trying 3 reps here because that is my max. On to pyramiding down with the help of a resistance band. Again, helping with that hamstring weakness, pushing out on the band. I'm going down to 90 degrees, doing a pulse lunge, 5 pulses, coming up with a contraction of the glutes. 1 set of 10. Excuse me, guys. I meant squat, not lunge. This is where it gets fun. And it is stretch time. My favorite and most important time, starting in the staff pose, leading with my collarbone, coming forward slowly. Paying attention to my breath, doing any movement that my body needs. Listen to your body, it will tell you what you need to do. Bringing my feet into a butterfly position. Moving the legs up and down. Concentrate on regulating the breath. Slowly walking my hands out, leading with that collarbone. Now turning to the right, taking a few breaths. Back to the middle. And off to the left. Back to the middle. Using that core to bring me up top. A little more shakes in the legs. Taking my left leg and putting it out straight. Turning the navel over and slowly lowering myself down. Bringing my chin to my chest to help activate all the muscles down my back. And switching legs. Turning that navel while exhaling. Reaching down. Bringing that chin to chest. A few breaths here. Coming back up, putting the legs out in front, shaking them out, just getting that blood flowing. Another forward fold to my feet, and really stretching my chin on an exhale down to my chest. A few breaths here, and moving the neck around. Now on to a garland stretch with a TRX straps. You could also use a counter, maybe a steady, heavy chair. Feet flat on the floor, 45-degree angle out. And sinking those hips as low as you can towards the floor, keeping the heels on the floor. Moving back and forth. And slowly turning the heart center up towards the ceiling as I inhale and exhale. Coming up, stretching my legs out and back down. Releasing and finishing with the full posture. Namaste.